All right. I want to comment about what seems to be Xbox's and PlayStation's decisions to delay their launch of their systems till 2014. What is wrong with that is that Nintendo has a system coming out in 2012. And it'd be one thing if you gave them a few months head start, or maybe even a year head start, but if you're going to give a company a 2-year head start on you, you have some major problems. I mean, I guess PlayStation could say, well, what about the Dreamcast in 1998? Hey, they came out 18 months ahead of the PlayStation, and it didn't do anything. They still went bankrupt like a year after the PlayStation came out. So if the PlayStation can overcome that, why can't it overcome the Nintendo thing? Well, there's a difference. Sega had the Sega Saturn, which was an utter failure. And so they were coming off a system that was not doing so well. Didn't have much money for PR, and they hurried the system out within less than a 6-year thing. I think it was 4 years, wasn't it? They rushed out a system within a 4-year time frame. And they're like, oh, 128-bit, yeah. But so they didn't have the PR, they didn't have the game, the third-party support, and PlayStation 1 was just killing it. It was going gangbusters. It was just huge. And so now we're talking about the Nintendo. Now, last time I checked, Nintendo Wii from 2006 to 2011 is the #1 selling home entertainment console system of the three. And so we're not talking about someone that just had a weak launch. We are talking about someone who had a very strong launch. A company that has many billions of dollars in the bank in reserves because they make a profit off each system they sell. And so now you have a company with strong tradition, a company that has great marketing, great innovation, and you're thinking 2 years, oh yeah, let's go 2 years and forget about Nintendo. You know, maybe that's why PlayStation 3 didn't do so well initially, is because they took the Nintendo Wii for granted and didn't think much of it. And now the Nintendo Wii totally kicked its trash, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, now we gotta make these bogus snow cone controller things. Woo, yeah. I'll solve the problem. And so this 2014 thing, you're giving the competition 2 years in advance. Now, Xbox, I personally think, based on how the lackluster sales at first with the PlayStation 3, if PlayStation has another bad system, it's over. And you give a company 2 years, you're basically moving yourself out in the market. And they're not going to be like, oh, I want a PlayStation 4 because the PlayStation 3, well, the PlayStation 3 did, no. Not many people got the PlayStation 3, so you have that problem. Now, Xbox 360 is another animal. I don't understand is, you would think that they would at least do 2013 or maybe 2012, the same as Nintendo. I mean, last time I checked, they had a year head start on Nintendo Wii and PlayStation 3. The reason why Xbox 360 did so well was that they had that year's head start, and they were able to garner in a lot of third-party support, and that's what made them viable. and it made them strong. And now they're like, we don't need that year head start, or even same year start, you know. Now they're like, oh, we'll just go 2014 like PlayStation 4. I'm like, no, I think that's a mistake on Xbox 720. But fortunately for Xbox, they got this guy named Bill Gates who has a ton of money and who can just like throw money at a problem. So I don't necessarily see the Xbox's next system being a failure. I think it'll at least have moderate success, but I do predict this will be the death knell for PlayStation 4. This is it. You can't go 8 years with a system. And then I know I understand the philosophy of like, look, we're just now making money on the PlayStation 3. And if we start up at 2012, we're going to have a net loss. Well, sometimes you need to cut your losses and say, you know what, it's time to walk away. Instead of, sometimes you need to take a step back to make a giant leap forward. And because they're saying 2014, with this weird, we're going to transition to 10-year philosophy, maybe you can do that, but yeah, that's just, no. 2013 maybe, you may be able to get away with that, but 2014, no. 2 years, that might spell the doom for PlayStation 4, I guess. So we'll see if my prediction comes true, but I predict that Xbox 720 will cut even. I think the Nintendo Wii 2, or Wii U, I mean, will do extremely well because I'll have 2 years of promotion of games, of a build-up on the other two systems. And I believe PlayStation 4, I mean, they better bring one heck of a system. They better bring something revolutionary to the game, or it's over for them. And yeah, that's basically what I see. So this is their last chance, and if PlayStation 4 screws it up, it's over for them. That'll be the last system. They will go down like I understand Sony owns them and they're extremely rich and stuff, but I could see Sony getting out of the game if they don't get their act straight with this next console. Alright, that's my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. Who knows? We will find out in the year 2014. And then I can post a video go, nee, I was right. Woo, you're wrong. So whatever. If you think I'm wrong, post your opinion. Say, yeah, you're wrong, sucker. You're wrong. Yeah, thumbs down. And if you think I'm right, give me those thumbs up. Woo, thumbs up. Whatever, man. So, have a nice one. This is it. I'm gonna turn it off. One of these days I'll figure it out.